Hey guys, Lunar Spiral 27 here, bringing you Fairy Tale Chapter 305, The Fairy Strategist. So, recap last week's chapter. The final day is a battle royale where the entire town is the battlefield. Each member has to face off against each other, and whoever wins gets 1 point, but whoever takes down the leader gets 5 points. The team gets the most points wins. So, but in last week's chapter, Quattro Puppy was all taken down. Bacchus got trolled again. Yeah, and it seems that Mavis is telling the fairy tale members her plan to win. So the chapter begins with Fairy Tale finally making its move, with Mavis leading them to victory. From what we learn about the first guildmaster, Mavis, she was called the Fairy Strategist because she was so smart. She was able to come up with these strategies, and she would always lead her guild to victory and all that, which actually was pretty good. I mean, we actually do learn a little bit more on Mavis and why she was the first guildmaster of Fairy Tale. But I wasn't actually sure if she should have told her strategy like during the tournament. I mean, couldn't she have told them before day 5 started? I mean, because a lot of people are saying that that Fairy Tale is cheating again, with Mavis actually telling the Fairy Tale members her strategy right during the tournament. So I don't know if that's cheating or not, but tell me, what do you guys think? Is she cheating or is she not cheating? Technically, she's not a guildmaster, but she's dead, and I don't know if the rules apply for dead guildmasters to help their teams. So, anyway, since Fairy Tale finally made their move, Rufus tried to do the memory make technique called Starfall Night, the one that he used at the day 1 game portion. However, thanks to Mavis, all the members were able to dodge it, but except for Loxus. He just blocks it because apparently Starfall Night was uses a lightning type elemental magic. So yeah, Loxus blocks it, which I thought was pretty cool. Erza manages to run into what's her name, Jenny from Blue Pegasus, and takes her down. Gajiel ran into Ren and Eve, and he took them down. So now, and then Gray ran into Hibiki, and of course he beats Hibiki. So everybody except Ichiya has been defeated. However, Ichiya, he gets taken down by Karate Chop by Jura. Love Jura, he's great. So yeah, Blue Pegasus has been basically eliminated along with Quattro Puppy, and thanks to Fairy Tale, now they're tied in first with Sabretooth. And Shelia managed to take down Risley, or is it Lisley? I'm not sure. Is it Risley or Lisley? I'm not really sure what her name is. But anyway, Shelia takes her down. So, thanks to Jura and Shelia, now Lamia Scale's now tied in first place with Fairy Tale and Sabretooth. So it's a 3-way tie for first place. And Mermaid Heel is like in, I think, yeah, they're in 4th right now, because all that's left from their team is Miliana and Kagura. However, she couldn't figure out a strategy on how to beat Jura. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how this actually goes. I'm actually hoping Jura doesn't get trolled like some other characters, because I really like Jura. He's one of my favorite characters in Fairy Tale because, he's just awesome. And, like, I liked how he controls rocks and the earth and all that. So I just hope he doesn't get trolled in this tournament. But then we cut back to the Imperial Castle. Natsu, Wendy, Mary Jane, and the Exies, they managed to break out Lucy and Yukino from the prison. However, the floor collapses and they fall into this trap, and they fall down to this place called Pitfall Palace. Apparently, it was a trap by the Princess Hisui. I think that's her name. She trapped them there because so that Knots and the others wouldn't escape. But this character was recently introduced in last week's chapter, and there's still we don't actually know a lot about this princess. All I know is that she wants to do this Eclipse Plan 2. Eclipse Plan 2, yeah. I don't know if this is like the same plan as Arcadios' plan. Maybe it's different. I'm not really sure. But there's been some rumors that she may be the mysterious girl with the hood that Jalal ran into. It's possible, and if she is, then maybe she trapped them there so that she could stop the Eclipse Plan from happening. I'm not really sure, but I guess we'll have to wait and see for next couple of chapters to learn about this Hisui girl and why she's doing all this and what the hell this Eclipse Plan 2 is. So anyway, yeah, the princess traps them there, and so far there is like no way to escape. But then we cut back to the tournament, and basically the chapter ends with Gray finding Rufus, and it looks like those two are gonna fight. So yeah, that's Fairy Tail chapter 305. I gotta admit, it was a decent chapter. I wouldn't say that it was like the best chapter of Fairy Tail ever, but I think it was like decent in terms of the fights. They were a bit brief, but they were still decent. Learning a little bit about Mavis and why she was the first, why she was known as the fairy strategist, and why she was the first guild master of Fairy Tail was actually good to learn. And from what I can tell, next week's chapter is Gray versus Rufus. So I'm not sure who's gonna win. I mean, Gray does have his ice magic, but Rufus has his memory make, and it's really strong magic from what we've seen him do so far. I don't know who I want to win, but you know, this is Fairy Tail, so maybe it's possible that Gray is gonna win because it's Fairy Tail. But on the other hand, Rufus is a pretty strong character, so I'm not really sure who should win. I mean, tell me, what do you guys think who should win? Was it Gray or Rufus? You tell me. Now, Knots and the others, they're trapped in this Pitfall Palace, but knowing them, they'll most likely find a way to escape. Lucy, however, does not have her keys, as well as Yukino. And this princess, she's kind of a bit of a mystery here. I mean, she could be the mysterious girl in the hood, or she could be, maybe she's also agreeing with Arcadios. She has her own Eclipse Plan called Eclipse 2 Plan. I have no idea what this has to do. Maybe it'll be like it's like Arcadios' plan, but trying to prevent it from happening, or I'm not sure. Maybe preventing the Eclipse Plan from happening, maybe. But we'll just probably have to wait and see. So overall, it was a decent chapter, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Gray versus Rufus. Gray is actually, I think he's a decent character, and Rufus is kind of interesting with his memory make magic, so it's definitely... And, you know, Gray has his grudge against him after what happened in day 1. So it's definitely something to look forward to see. So yeah, that's Fairy Tail chapter 305. It was a decent chapter. I'm Spiral 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.